This is Charles Jordan, and to mark the fact that I'm up to 1,000 subscribers here on my channel, which I greatly appreciate, I've dug back into my files and pulled out an interesting personal recording I made on August 15th, 1979. During that summer, I was working for a newspaper in New Hampshire, the Coos County Democrat, and one of the more unusual stories that came across our pages was about the mystery girl of Stewartstown Hollow, New Hampshire. And I appeared that day on the Larry Glick show on WBZ in Boston talking about the mystery girl. And here's that tape.
In a minute, we'll join Charles Jordan. He's a reporter with the Coolidge County Telegram. And this is the story that Edie gave us about the mystery girl. We'll be back in 60 seconds on WBZ Radio, 1030. Now, let's go up to New Hampshire to Charles Jordan, reporter for the Coolidge County Telegram. Hello, Charles.
Hi, pretty close, Larry, except it's the Coos County Democrat.
No.
Democrat, yeah.
What is it? The college, what?
Coos County Democrat. It's C-O-O-S, but we pronounce it Coos up here.
Coos.
Yeah.
That's okay, Muck. Muck wants to give you an apology. He told me Coolidge County Telegram.
Well, that's close enough. Just the Democrats, okay.
Okay, I'll call you the Democrat.
Oh, okay, go right ahead.
Okay, are you familiar with this program at all, Charles?
Yeah, right, sure. I used to listen to you in the early hours.
Oh, very good.
The
all-night show.
Almost the middle of the day now.
I feel as if it's a daytime job.
Right.
Well, listen, I really appreciate you coming on. How long have you been a reporter with the Democrat?
About a year, but I've done a heck of a lot of writing before that. So I've basically magazines, but newspapers is kind of new for me.
Where is your home?
I live up here in the Mystery Girl territory.
Is that
Yeah, Colebrook, New Hampshire.
Were you born there?
No, I'm from Connecticut originally.
A Connecticut Yankee?
Yeah, right. King Arthur's, whatever.
Now, what are you doing up there in New Hampshire? I mean, how did you head that way?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just vacationing and everything, and I've been up here about 7 years now.
Okay, now...
It's a good place to set up freelancing and everything.
Charles, if you would, we read this little article, but I wonder if you could... We probably have many new listeners. This was the last hour that Edie was on. Tell us about the story, and give us the story behind the story if you can.
Okay, well, let me see. About a month ago, we had a girl who was missing in the Lancaster area, and I was in the Colebrook Police Department because supposedly she had turned up there, and I was making inquiries to find out where this girl had turned up. And somebody had said to me, "Oh, she's out in the Hollow." And I said, "Well, she couldn't be. She was with her parents in Lancaster." And they said, "Well, there's a girl appearing at this moment being phoned in. Some girl in the Hollow who apparently was living in the woods or something like this. She was just being spotted for the second time by two young girls." And I forgot about the Lancaster girl pretty fast and wanted to know more on this. And this girl apparently over a period of several days had been seen appearing in the woods, but when she was approached, she would run back into the woods, and she evaded all means of communication, and people, you know, the whole area, you have to really understand, is really a remote area, and there's rocks and woods and everything like this, you know, and how a girl could even be living out there for a period of days was unusual in itself.
Is this the Hollow?
Yeah, this is the
Can you describe
Hollow, they call it, yeah.
Can you describe what the Hollow is?
Oh, it's really, the Hollow is probably about 6 or 7 miles north of Colebrook, New Hampshire, which is kind of I guess it's a town of about 2,000 or so. And the Hollow is really just like a crossroads. There's a deserted general store there, and during the summertime it's quite deserted. Had been spotted this girl near the schoolyard, which is surrounded by a wooded area. So I was, kind of fascinated about it, and apparently other people had been seeing this girl, and during the middle of the night they'd hear, as some people described, sort of like an animal type of sound out in the woods crying, you know.
Now, what sort of... You interview these people, right?
Right, yeah.
Now, how would you classify these people, as responsible citizens or weirdos?
I would say that they saw what they said they saw and heard what they said they heard. It was very unusual. These girls, I spoke with one of the girls who's 14, and the last time I spoke with her, she kind of wished she didn't even bring it up in the first place, because she's gotten so much attention out of it. And she certainly didn't seem to be a girl who was looking to exploit a story. apparently she was told by her mother to call the police that night because they were considered the first spotting was like on a Thursday or Friday, and this was on a Monday night, and this girl was still in the woods. So, she was convinced by her mother to call in, and there were some sporadic searches by different police departments, Fish and Game, and they couldn't turn anything up, so it was kind of strange. And, there were a lot of peculiar aspects to it. The description of the girl, she supposedly was wearing similar to a party dress. A state trooper had suggested that it looked like a party dress that somebody hadn't worn in 30 years. So there was a checking of had anybody died in the area or something like this. There was a lot of speculation on it, but it was growing. And at one point, the parking lot at the school had become a more popular gathering spot than the local drive-in.
How many people actually saw her, Charles?
I would say at least 4 or 5 people saw this girl at different times. A number of people heard sounds. There was a woman that lives on the edge of the woods there, and she was telling me that every night she would hear this crying or a strange sound from the woods, and she would go out and back with her dog and try to call the girl to come in, and she'd see the bushes crackle. The whole thing is really, become very...
You seem like a down-to-earth investigative reporter.
I try to be, yeah.
What do you make of this?
I don't know, really. I mean, I was putting all my eggs in one basket. I was thinking that it was this girl from Manchester. There had been suggestions. There was a family building in the area. See, whenever there's anybody new in the area, they're known right off the bat because everybody knows everyone in this location. So the only new people in the area was this family about 6 or 7 miles away that was building, and they had a girl about 7 years old, about the same age as described by these girls, and everybody suggested that this was probably the mystery girl, and the whole mystery would be solved. Well, about a week ago, the family came up to the area, brought the girl up with her, and photographs as well, and one of the girls who had spotted this girl originally said this was not the girl. And, it throws the whole thing open again. Who was the girl? And, our paper tried to handle it originally as a police story, but now we're sort of just left hanging in the air, I guess the people are still hearing and seeing things out there, but at this point, all logic seems to be gone from the story. We don't know exactly what it could be, who it could be. It's very strange.
And the police are the same way up in the air, right?
Right. They've turned over every possible stone. They've checked the area, and this girl is not seen when searches, are conducted, but sporadically, there she is again. So we really don't know how to handle it at this point. The last story we had was about a week ago, and our headline was Manchester Girl, Not Mystery Girl. And we ended it with it's got the authorities more perplexed than ever. So very peculiar, to say the least.
A lot of strange things happen up in New Hampshire.
Oh, yeah, we're about 6 to 7 miles from the Canadian border up here. And, the area is very wooded. And it's easy for, somebody to get lost in the woods. Originally, we thought perhaps this was a girl who had either been dropped off by her family or something, who was roaming around in the woods fine, but...
how could she survive?
That's what many people wonder.
Charles.
Yeah.
This is Sasquatch's daughter.
It could be. Very much. There's a very good possibility. I'm expecting to see a monument put up on the plaque, or a plaque on the location, the little miniature mystery girl, souvenirs and everything. It's gotten phenomenal attention. We had besides the Boston Globe coming up, I guess there was a reporter from AP and Manchester Union Leader picked it up, and I don't know. It's been all over the place. Supposedly, there was a psychic who came into the area from either southern New Hampshire or Massachusetts, and one of the police officers was telling me she walked to the site with her eyes closed, and she felt strong vibrations around the stone in which the mystery girl appeared. So it's attracted enough attention at this point, really. What do you think, Larry?
Well, hold on a second. I have a tape. I was just thinking, I've got a tape of Sasquatch. Of Sasquatch. No, of Sasquatch. Okay.
And you can turn it up really loud, so we can hear it up here.
That's what I was thinking.
There she is. I think he's got it, Larry.
This may
He's
do
got
it.
her out. She's out of the woods.
This may do it, Charles.
Yep, she's standing in the schoolyard now.
She might be saying, Dad, 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 Dad.
She's signing autographs.
Dad, 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 Dad. I'm lost.
I think the dogs are carrying her away now.
That's Sasquatch looking for the little girl.
That's it. That's what we needed for a whole month. Where were you, Larry, about a month ago?
Oh, can you imagine it at this time if
Yeah.
something happened?
Right.
Let's say that many several animals were killed, or maybe some large animal, a cow, cut up.
Torn apart by a mystery girl, right?
Ugh, I didn't want to use that word, torn up.
Terrible.
Cut up sounds better than torn, but I was thinking torn up.
Right.
Oh, you hit it. Can you imagine what would happen in that area? People would really get a little crazy. And then if maybe a little girl disappeared, or a little boy, or
Maybe
someone
there'll be a mystery boy. That's a possibility. We haven't thought about that yet.
Oh, well, listen,
There may be a sequel to this, a mystery boy. It could be.
Well, Charles Jordan, this is really interesting, and I know that there's not that much going up there in that part of the woods. You're almost a Canadian.
Oh, almost, right. We
About-
see a boat and things like that up here.
Parlez-vous français?
We do a little bit. Not too much.
A lot of French spoken up there, right?
Very much.
How far are you from the Vermont border?
We're about maybe 4 or 5 miles from the Vermont border. We're
Hey.
about maybe 20, 25 miles from the Maine border.
Hey, listen, you want to hear something? I've got a cousin up there. He's a Vermont state trooper. He's right up in that area.
Mm-hmm.
And if he can help you, his name is Billy O'Leary, Trooper Billy O'Leary.
Okay, Billy.
He works up there, I guess, around out of Montpelier, but I know it's up near the Canadian border.
Okay, maybe he's.
Wasn't there something? Maybe this little mystery girl is from Vermont. Went over to Vermont, and who knows? I
He
mean,
may appear in the Vermont woods for all we know. It's a possibility.
would you call us collect if anything happens with
I
this?
certainly will.
I'm serious, Charles,
I will, really.
and I really appreciate it.
Good enough.
Thank you very much.
Okay, bye, Larry.
So long,
Yeah,
Charles.
bye.
Can you imagine that? Sasquatch. Even Tom Ahern likes that kind of stuff. Oh, where are we here? Dave May will talk to you tonight at midnight on Radio 1030 WBZ. The WBZ wants you to know that although whaling operations have decimated whale populations, several species of whales can still be seen off the New England coast. Join Greenpeace as they set sail to observe these awesome, intelligent creatures. Call them at 286 Congress Street in Boston. We did a 116. Yes, we did. Let me check that 116 off. Let's do 1042. 1042, and then we'll be back.
May I speak with Mrs. Dorothea Liberty of Revere, please?
This is her speaking.
Dorothea, we want to ask you the name of your favorite radio station.
WBZ Radio 1030.
Congratulations, Dorothea.
Oh,
You've
thank
just won a summer holiday for two in New England.
That's wonderful.
This vacation adventure includes a weekend for two on romantic Cape Cod. You'll spend 2 days and 2 nights at the Provincetown Inn on the edge of America. During the day, you'll swim at the private beach or indoor pool, relax in the sauna, and so much more. Congratulations, Mrs. Dorothea Liberty of Revere.
Thank you so much.
Phone calls are made from Entries Cube Center. Win a summer holiday for two in New England.
Hello, I'm Artie Sender. 2 years ago today, superstar Elvis Presley died. Though he was loved by millions, few people actually knew his personal side. Join us Thursday on Evening Magazine as we meet Elvis's former girlfriend, Linda Thompson, and she'll tell us about their 5 years together. Also on Thursday, we'll visit a driving school that trains drivers to dodge terrorists and kidnappers. So join us Thursday at 7:30 for TV4's Evening Magazine.
WBZ time, 10 minutes before 10. Let's do this one more message, and then we'll take a call.
You know the fashion you bought,
That great impression you made. You know the lesson it taught about the cash that you paid. We've got the same famous clothes, but when you go through our racks, you get the max for the minimum at TJ Maxx.
TJ Maxx can teach high prices a lesson in back-to-school clothes. You can pay $10 and $12 at other stores for the famous name boys sweaters that are selling at TJ Maxx for only $4.99 and $5.99. Boys sizes 4 to 7 and 8 to 20. And girls brand name jumpers sizes 4 to 6X and 7 to 14 selling elsewhere for $17 and $19. At TJ Maxx only $9.99 and $10.99. Back to school or anytime, TJ Maxx sells brand name fashions for 20 to 60% less than department store and specialty store regular prices. And that's the lesson for today, boys and girls.
You get the max for the minimum at TJ Maxx. TJ Maxx.
Visit the TJ Maxx stores in Norwood, Stoughton, North Andover, Worcester, and Auburn, Mass., in Manchester, New Hampshire, and in North Kingstown, Rhode Island.